Hey guys, welcome to 7 at 7, your daily dive into the Gospel of John. I'm Pastor Ryan, and this is Pastor Matt.
Hey.
Today we look at John chapter 10. Now, you know Jesus as the Good Shepherd, you know him as your Lord, but did you know he was a door?
In John chapter 10, we see Jesus being the Good Shepherd. We go from stories about how he's living his life. He's healing this person. He's dealing with the Pharisees here. And now we kind of get back into more of a theological framework, which is Jesus calls himself a few things in this passage. One is the Good Shepherd, but another one is the door. And that's one that you don't hear too much. You don't see sermon series called The Door. You know, you see the Good Shepherd, you see the light of the world, you see all these different things.
Or if you do, it's sort of in reference to being like the only means of salvation.
Yeah, maybe like the narrow gate, the wide gate, that kind of thing. But in John chapter 10, starting in verse 7, we see an interesting update as to who Jesus actually is. So in verse 7 it says this: "So Jesus again said to them, 'Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. He who is a hired hand and not a shepherd, who does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees, and the wolf snatches and scatters them. He flees because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep.'" So far in John, we've seen Jesus basically doing things. We've seen story after story. We've seen, the woman at the well and the woman caught in adultery, and Jesus is spitting on the ground and healing this man. And all of a sudden in John 10, we see a shift to Jesus using imagery and Jesus trying to teach these Pharisees in a way that isn't obvious. We see him talking about, being the door and the good shepherd, and there's thieves and robbers, and there's hired hands, and there's wolves, and all of a sudden we see him using almost these tactics to almost confuse. So I guess, what do you think that Jesus is doing? Why do you think he's doing this? And what do you think he's really trying to say?
Well, one of the main things that I get out of it is Jesus highlighting the type of Messiah he is, right? The type of ministry and assignment that he has. He has a ministry and assignment that was different for him, was that he came to give.